I guess it's like frustrating, isn't it? You sort of prepare for a game and then it doesn't happen because of the weather.
Yeah, definitely. We all prepared for the game like it was going to be on. Woke up in the morning and seen it's been raining, but I've seen a lot of other games had the same circumstances. It was going to be called off, but a lot of them was on in the end. I think it was only our game that was off, so yeah, it was nice to have a little day off and obviously prepare for the weekend.
Yeah, and because you've been playing so well recently, I mean,
Yeah.
you don't want things to stop, do you?
Yeah, well, I don't think a lot of things like that you got to get down. You just got to look to the next game. So in this league, there's always games thick and fast. So just got to look forward to the weekend and get a good result.
Yeah, and even looking at the table, you're right there on the fringe of the playoffs. You don't play for a game, and all of a sudden you're back down to mid-table.
Yeah, well, I think we've got a game in hand now. So I think the game's been rescheduled for this next Saturday. So if we win the game on Saturday and hopefully do well against Crawley, it's going to put us in a really good position.
Yeah, and it's just a great example of, I think most divisions are really tight, but League 2 seems tighter than most at the moment.
Yeah, I was quite surprised when I looked at the table. There weren't much points in it. I know we beat Colchester last week, and I think they just won on the Tuesday, and they've gone, I think it's right up to 18. So it's really tight this year, and I think that's good though. So after Christmas we start pulling away for some teams. And each team's not too far away from each other, so it's good to set goals. Yeah,
and then I guess you guys and probably a lot of other squads up and down the country will be thinking, do you know what, there's no reason why we can't get ourselves top 7 or better.
Yeah, I think that's the difference with the teams and the winning. Everyone's going to think we're slightly close to each team, so I think as long as we do what we know we can do and keep focusing on our own game and taking each game as it comes, I think we'll do well.
A team's going well, winning's no problem there.
Yeah.
I would imagine as the forward-thinking players, you probably like a few more goals.
Yeah, definitely. You can never be too satisfied with how many goals you got. I know that's something I want to get in my game more, to score more goals, and I think that'll come.
Yeah, and is, I guess, playing regularly as you are now, this is probably is it the longest you've had where you've been in a football league team and playing week in, week out?
Yeah, it is hands down. I think I've started near enough every game. Yeah, it is every game I've started, and I think I'm up there the highest with the appearances. So yeah, it's great. I'm loving playing here and can't wait to play on Saturday.
So what do you think you can do better now than maybe you could at the start of the season? How's it helped you?
It's just made me get used to League 2 football, and the start of the season, when I haven't played like competitive football before, I only played in 21s. It's getting used to the tempo and seeing what teams are like and analysing them. And I really think I'm doing well at it, considering it's first competition league that I played in. I think I'm doing all right, yeah.
Okay, so a long trip this weekend up to Accrington. I mean, they were very close to getting promoted last year, and it hasn't quite kicked on for them this year.
Yeah, I think obviously it hasn't helped them. I think they've gone in the other direction, obviously, because they didn't. They was up there, but yeah, we've done our homework on them, and we know we can do well against them. It's a tough place to go. I've seen it on telly before. It's a tough place to go for teams, but I think we do what we can do. We'll do well.
Yeah, it's very sort of small pitch. The stadiums aren't great. The playing surface last time I was up there was not the most even, should we say?
Yeah, that's the same for both teams, and obviously they're used to playing it week in, week out. But it's the same for both teams, and we'll do what we have to do and try and win the game.
Superb, thank you.
Spoke about goals, Otis. I mean, you've chipped in with a few, but the team as a whole are amongst the lowest scorer in the division. As part of that front three, is that something that plays on your mind?
I haven't really thought about it too much. We've been winning. We've got an unbeaten streak, so that's all that matters. As long as the team's winning, even the defenders pop with a goal here, and obviously I like to get more goals, but as long as we're winning, I'm doing well and I'm happy.
Is that part of the mentality then? Getting that 1-0 victories, 2-1 victories, narrow victories, but make sure you keep winning.
Yeah, definitely. It doesn't matter where it comes from, the goals, as long as you're winning the game, that's the most important thing. So if anybody scores and anyone wins the game, I think we're all happy.
And as you say for yourself, you've chipped in with a few goals, but you want to keep going from there.
Yeah, it's more important for the team. Obviously, myself, I set myself personal goals to get goals, but if someone else pops up and scores and we win the game, I'm more than happy because that's the main objective.